than normal. I changed a little bit of my setup. I normally keep a fan kind of going so that like it drowns out any background noise. Kind of, but I keep it like really far away. But I think it may have been making it kind of hard to hear. So we're gonna try no fan kind of in the deep background to see if that works any better. Um, we also I turned up the volume a little bit of my voice and the game volume a little bit, just in case because I felt like maybe my goal here is to kind of be this around similar volume to like if you go from one video of another producer, of anyone else's video producer, and you get to mine, that you're not having to like change the volume at all. So if I'm getting better at then that's or if I'm getting better at that, then I'm reaching my goal. If not, I've got to change and adjust just a few little things. But let me check the audio, make sure everything's working all right. Where is it? Right. Where is? Yeah, okay. So it seems that we're working all right. So we'll go ahead. That was just that little startup. So we built a lot of more buildings in the last few episodes. We have tons of traps. Pretty much, if you see all this little blue out here, that's all our traps. We're gonna build more because it seems like they don't. That whole area is not the whole trap area. It's literally like the square. It's a really tight kind of area for traps. So we're gonna almost like have a whole secondary wall, and we might even do it on a few layers deep. It's gonna be a lot of wood, but I think it'll be worth it. Oop. Because then no one's gonna be able to get close enough to really start throwing stuff at us. And generally, raiders don't keep a persistent knowledge. Looter communities will if you upset them, and like communities will, but raiders, if you kill out the entire group, I don't believe they'll trade that knowledge. So it's something to know. We were also doing some organization with the new houses. We're gonna touch on that every once in a while, but I think that as we get more stuff, we'll have to kind of. Oh, and we got a new member. We have Jacqueline, I think is her name. But we need to give her a helmet. I think she actually changed out of having a helmet. And I think we gave Jared the Daisy sunglasses because, oh yeah, they're just choosing not to wear the helmet. Wear that. Put up the baseball cap. Thank you. That's gonna be way better for you. They have a farming book, which I guess I could put in there too, because this is kind of my library as well as my armory. So if you notice, it's a little better sorted wise. It's a little better sorted, not quite perfect yet. And we want to harvest some of these crops because once it starts getting cold, we're going to be in some trouble. I think that this is... Put all this stuff in here. Okay. And we may even want to change up our cook a little bit. And some zombies died out here. If you're worried about the green mark, it's green zombies, not allied deaths. Now let's change to Bart real quick, because I know we have him setting some traps. Actually, since we're having him do that, let's get our guard. Because I think there might be a new body over there, because it's kind of far away from the others. If not, I want to move it back. Oh, and I heard some people had some pretty great suggestions for how they could balance certain things in the game, or what they could add. I'd recommend leaving it somewhere like a great place if you want to get in contact with. Generally, I'd recommend Steam discussions, like if you get it through Steam. But I actually think the developer. I want to say the developer had. I have to find out. I think the developer had some way. Maybe they even had. I think the developer may have even had their own channel. I'm not entirely sure. But I'd recommend it there too, because those are some of those are pretty cool suggestions. I'd love to see. I know someone mentioned cars. They have the model for cars, so I'd love to see them. I don't know if that would mess with some balancing because I don't know how or whether the AI will be able to use them. But if it's something that they could add, then that would be definitely good. Even if they restricted it to mostly like cars and that roadways, restricted it mostly to roadways, I'd still be okay with that. Let's loot some of this stuff out from under here. Bandages are going to be important since we don't have that still up and running yet. We're going to take some of those pants. I know we sold a bunch of them. But, oh, and armor. But it's still going to be important to have as many as we can. Because we're getting new members. Now, we actually had to kill her friend. We actually we were looking for their other ones because we were initially trying to recruit them. But it turned out that they were actually growling kind of like, which is kind of a giveaway that they're infected. So the brain scanner, if you're wondering how I see this infection chance, it's brain scanner. I have the brain scanner item on. I can't see it with anyone but Barry, because Barry's got it is holding the actual brain scanner, and it gives you like an infection chance. That doesn't mean they're necessarily going 100% chance to infected. It just means that they may be infected. And that one person, especially if you hear them growling, that's pretty much they're done for. That's the giveaway. Now there's like a stomach growl I think I've heard before, and like a drink that can when you a character drinks, it kind of sounds like a growl. That you don't want to get confused, but like if you hear like a telltale zombie growl and you don't see any zombie nearby, then I'm sorry to say, but that character's probably not going to make it. Whoever it is that you are around. Let's take all. Let's make. So he's been making. Let's make some curry, because I know we've been making not suspiciously maybe curry. We want to make veggie curry as much as possible, because we've been making a lot of salad but not much spicy food. So this will probably hopefully help restore a lot of our stuff. We're also building a graveyard, which I need to remember to keep doing. But that'll be once Barry's done. I guess we could even have Reagan continue it, because she's not really building anything at the moment, and she does have a shovel. So we'll have her do it, because Barry's busy kind of building traps. Now, I'm having some trouble with people starting to want to run out the doors, which I have it set to where they shouldn't run out the doors, but that might just be because of they may have thought that we had no other alternative. I want to throw the body over here. Now, also someone was talking about like with the weight, like how people I'm also with the weight slowing you down. They were wondering if that was going to be in the game. I don't know if they're going to add it, because right now they have it where, like, as you can see on my fatigue, how it just tanks my fatigue pretty much consistently. Which they may end up making that a thing, to where you can. I don't think actually you can normally. Hold on, I can actually bury them. I already have the grave dug. That's perfect. I don't know if you can actually over encumber yourself at all at the moment, except when carrying a body or accidentally getting a bunch of items thrown into your inventory without having the option. Which can happen in some weird cases, like crafting something that's heavier than what you have, or what the components were, things like that. I want to switch to my guard and get rid of that zombie community running at me. Where's Jared? May have changes. Nope, he still got his signature yellow jacket. Equip. Got the bow. Okay, they're not quite in range to shoot at. They may be eating a body, because I think I put a body up there. Yep, 100% eating a body. You know, I'll crouch. That's a lot of them. Okay, that's a lot. Alright, let's go back in here. Oh boy. Let's hop back up in here. I didn't mean to do that. Hold on. Okay, we got one. Now, zombies are kind of getting a little bit smarter. They actually run out of where I can shoot them, which I'm kind of surprised they do that, to be totally honest. I kind of have to pause so that I can get some aim on them. Okay, I think I'm almost done with them. I normally recommend shooting the legs in most cases, but for green zombies, you pretty much one-shot headshot them, so I'm not too worried. Because I'm not worried about them running and getting me while I'm safe on my tower. Take all. Take all. We need some more save things because we haven't really been going out and getting more saves. Let's run over. We may have also missed an arrow somewhere, but I don't know. Normally you see the yellow on the map. We do have more zombies over here too. But oh, they may have already gone out and gotten it. Because anyone who's short on arrows will start looting for themselves. Oh, a trader's here. Wonder if the trader hit any traps. As cruel as it sounds, I'm starting to realize that it might even be better for the trader to... Oh, one of our traps worked. Reset trap. Good thing I don't need the shovel to reset the trap. Let's check on this trader. Brianna Huffman. Okay, she's been here a few times, I believe. Now we still need metal for this, which we can make in this little smithy area. But we need iron ore, which I think we have been collecting. Which, you know, I'm gonna check on Reagan because that was her. Oh, stop following me. I accidentally told him to follow me. Our initial thing was making charcoal so we could make steel. As much as possible. I'm pretty sure we have steel somewhere. Or some iron ore. Because I'm almost sure I set someone to mining iron ore. Unless I took them right off it, which is possible. See what they're gonna go mine. Gonna go mine stone, or are you gonna mine iron ore? Okay, we don't need any more stone. We're like up to our ears in stone. Let's pause. We need iron. And iron pretty bad if we're ever gonna make that still. Now we can look at the that's lead ore. Iron ore map. So we can see if we can find any iron ore sitting around anywhere. Lead, 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 lead. Lots of lead. Iron ore, there we go. So let's get them to mine that. Hopefully there aren't any zombies that's going to intercept them. Set roll miner iron ore. There we go. We'll just have to keep a lookout for them. I think they're iron ore too. We'll just watch. No, they're not iron ore either. We're going to pretty much go straight back onto iron ore. And lead ore would be good, but we don't have a nitro area yet, so might as well not waste the time. Now, I could make a mine, which would be useful too, but I don't think we're sitting on any... I don't think we're... Hold on, let's pause and see. I don't think we're sitting on any iron, are we? We're sitting on a little bit of iron. We got some iron little area that we can make. But who do we have that has a construction skill? We got 4. Oh, yeah, Reagan has 5. Okay, so let's have her do it. You know, I wonder if actually she's making any resume. Oh, still ingot. It's being made. Build a mine. There we go. Oh, we need steel ingots to make the mine. That's convenient. It may even be worth it to just make a mine. It's kind of this area that we have. Oh, terraform the land, so I don't have to worry about it looking too weird. Let's pause real quick and kind of get a... I wonder if they'll... Well, that's going to be a hard spot for people to start attacking us on, so I don't think we have to worry about that. Thing is, where do I want people to enter from? from here, maybe? Can I keep it facing in? Yeah, I could do that. And then that way we don't have to send people so far out to mine. And then we can go get the still. I think we're doing good that way. Or that would be a better way of doing it. Just gonna watch out for any really dangerous zombies. Oh, there's actually some safer iron ore over here. You know what, I might... As soon as they get back, I'll probably switch them. Well, they might automatically, if there rolls iron ore, they'll go to the closest place typically, I think. Let's just watch them do their daily business and see if that's the case. Nope, it looks like they're gonna go out the long way. Okay, I want to set them to follow me. Wherever I can find them. Follow me. I think they have enough. They probably have enough water not to die immediately. Ah, zombies there though. Good thing is those zombies aren't particularly dangerous. So we're kind of okay to some degree. We want to mine iron from over here if we can. Mine. Oh no, that's stone. Iron ore. Now we could actually set up bodyguards, but I'm not gonna worry that right now. Can I not mine the iron ore? Oh, they still have iron ore on them. Here, I'm gonna stop roll and then set roll, and that'll work. Hopefully. But we're gonna go ahead and preemptively take on those with our guard. He needs some more experience anyway. There we go. Now we may be getting shorter on ammunition again. How much ammunition do we have? 27? No, we're not that bad. And I don't think this horde will all be as bad. There we go. He's good enough to, again, normally shoot for the legs. But when you've got about like 3 or 4 archery, you can you can aim for the head reliably. You can do that, but shoot for the legs generally for the most part. Especially if there's more than one. If there's more than one, don't shoot for the head at all. Shoot for the legs. Any opportunity you can get to slow them down so you have less chasing you at a time. Oh. Oops. He sees me, but he doesn't care. He's hungry. Yeah, he doesn't know what happened. Okay, I somehow hit that one in the legs. It's kind of funny. Come on. You know what? I'll save my ammunition. Just use the golf club. And he needs to level up in his melee anyway. He's gonna be our guard. Right now, he's really only got decent arrow skills. His melee's pretty bad. We could take a bottle, but we don't really need more clutter. I'll go ahead and take it, and we'll go back. This way, it keeps our miners safe. And also, if I need a bottle desperately for a Molotov, I don't have to go out and get it. Oh, I think he's probably done with let's throw that in the... Probably done with the traps. Yeah, I'll leave him with that on him. He can carry a lot, Jared. We want... There we go. Okay, we want to dig some more traps. Dig. We could even dig further out. Just leave some random traps around. I'm gonna dig as many traps as I can. Especially on this side, since it seems like that and the side that we see all those bodies are on, we get the most attacks. So we want to shore up our defenses on those sides. And traps kind of have a good ratio with how much they hurt versus how much you spend on them in resources. So I want to, since I didn't really have to spend really much anything on the walls, I think it'll be a good long-term investment. However, I've never figured out if trees regrow yet. Still kind of curious on that. It's an unsolved matter as it is. We'll probably have recruited everyone way before we run out of trees. We have deforested our base at least. Oh, it looks like some trees are growing back. Yeah, I think they grow back. Okay, so let's get our guard to drop off some of that resource. I need to start naming the barns too. I think it was this barn that's full now because it's got. We need to transfer some of the stone out of there. Because it's got a whole bunch of stuff it really doesn't need in there. If I remember correctly, even the stone depots are getting full. I think we built it like somewhere over here, maybe. Oh, here we go. Yeah, it's full. So what? I'll just keep it over. No, that's full. We're really overloaded on stone. I'll just put one of these small kind of catch-all buildings. Have the campfire one have some. Actually, I haven't put any food in the campfire one yet. A good place to keep putting food. In fact, actually, I might even set Daisy to put that as their new drop-off location. Where are you? There we go. Where is that campfire? There we go. All right, this is gonna be your new food location. Store supplies here. It's pretty much empty, and I think that'll be a good spot. Funny enough, I think we eat food way faster. Actually, we need to expand our field zone too. See if we can catch anything more. Unequip. Where's the cabbage seeds? Plant. Oh, plant crops. Oh no, don't plant it there. Set farm zone. Okay, let's go ahead and make more cabbage zones if we can. Just put a cabbage there for fun, because I think it lost a spot. There you go. I'm kind of hoping that I'm not getting rid of where the trees could grow by doing that. So I'm going to get rid of these. Just because I'm kind of worried that if trees do regrow, I'm going to hurt my lumber industry. That kind of like darker spot on the map, I'm going to leave alone. And then we want to just put it over here. Cabbages are kind of a useful catch-all. Oop. There you go. I want to be overrun with cabbages. I'm putting it everywhere. And then we'll do another line. And maybe some more chili peppers right in front of the bathroom. That seems appropriate. Oh, I can't get rid of that zone now. There we go. Actually, I can still put more. I think cabbages are one of the things you can't actually compromise on. Oh yeah, outhouse storage. Yep. The game's pretty cool. So far. It's been really fun. cool if you just got it. Then this will definitely help out. Kind of see where your settlement's gonna be. Very likely gonna be going to some extent. Now you may have different walls depending on what you kind of prefer, and you might not go for the same method of defense. We're going for just more like kind of traps and active, where we just run up and shoot, rather than we were gonna build concrete walls, which are pretty much invulnerable, but we kind of went away from that and just went for more traps because we have so much wood and we need more metal before we can really kind of start building all the other buildings we want before we get to concrete. So we kind of ended up trying to just throw more wood at the problem. But yeah, toilet storage is the icon of our. In fact, you know what? Just for fun, we got some resources. Where's Bert? There we go. You still building traps? I might actually make a whole toilet camp. Just for fun. Whoa, gosh. Did not expect to see that. Katana, don't use your gun, please. Oh, you got him already. Oh, big tip. If you need to just start out with the game, Bert's, the best tip I could give you is swing for the legs if you're surrounded. But then once they're grayed out, like, once they're not grayed out, but they have like that little, line, the dotted lines around the legs, back away from them. That's when you back away. Do not move. Do not like stand your ground. Stand your ground until that is what you can do. Hold on. I want to show you something also fun. Because I know it's at this point we've talked so much about toilets in this game. Hold on. Fun other tip: if you don't have a well, you can't grow plants with it. But you can fill up and go Bear Grylls style and drink from the restroom if you have to. If you absolutely have to. Your characters will not like it. I only recommend doing it for your main guy because he can't really ever get that upset about things. Pour away. But definitely something you can do. The funny thing is I really hope I don't need to empty these. Because for them, I don't think I have to, but that would be hilarious if I had if there was a feature I'd like to actually, that would actually be a pretty fun feature that you have to give someone just a job to go in there with a bucket, empty it all out and dump it. Just have it be the like make some kind of like maintenance job where they just they repair all the walls, empty all like anything that needs to be emptied, and fill everything that needs to be filled. Like fill water barrels, or like empty out if the restrooms need to be empty out them. Kind of like just keep fires going. That'd be a hilarious role because that'd be like a great role to put your main character as, because you wouldn't have to worry about morale or anything. But we want to keep digging graves and digging traps. So let's continue on with that. But after we dig that, we might even make a little outhouse. Now, funny enough, you can sleep in outhouses. So you can basically have like a personal space where everyone gets their own outhouse and they all just sleep in their own outhouses. I wouldn't recommend it because I don't think it counts toward the morale of having enough houses. Oh, he's doing something. Either way, let's change to our guard a little bit because he can kind of more freely do stuff. I might even have him dig some graves because our two other construction people are kind of busy. We have another shovel though. I know I never really picked up more shovels because we already had two. So I might actually see if any of those corpses have any over here. But yeah, I wish you well on your adventure. Don't get discouraged if the first few saves it seems like you get stuck because of just placement. Sometimes you just get a bad hand and then you like you can't get anywhere before something gets you. But if you really utilize sneaking, um, if you really utilize sneaking and at least have the skills that you're gonna need to go the way you're gonna go, like if you want to go hunting, you need at least 2 cooking. That's a big one. That's a big one. A lot of people go, okay, let's go 3 archery because I want to catch things to eat. Then they'll realize they can't eat anything because they can't skin anything. So definitely a big important thing. Tip: if you want to do hunting, have 2 cooking. You need 2 cooking to skin rabbits. If you want to do building, you want at least a little bit of construction. But construction is probably one of the easiest things to build up because you just build walls and just destroy them and build them. I could reset that shot there. Oh, I already had a carrot on me. That's perfect. Trying to think of any other useful hints. Can't think of the top of my head any more useful hints, but I'm sure there's more. But yeah, storage. It's both good and bad. That storage is a big problem for us. I have him still carrying all this food, which he really doesn't need to carry around that much. Maybe you carry like a cabbage. Oh, also body armor. If you're going against body armor, use blunt weapons. Like one of the best ones I found for this is the golf club, because the katana is awesome against zombies, absolutely terrible against armor, and even and leg shots won't kill. They'll maim, but unlike zombies, they don't actually really slow people down all that much. So something like a golf club and a hit to the head or chest is going to do a lot more than trying to go at them with some kind of bladed weapon, unless you're really sure you can knock their armor down far enough to where you'll be safe. I wonder if there's a shovel around somewhere. Let me actually pause and see. Oh, I haven't checked if urine is used to make gunpowder. That's actually because I'm still wanting to build a nitro. When we get to the nitro, we'll see. We'll try to, because I know the sunflower oil, for example, has it where it doesn't tell you outright, like it doesn't tell you very obviously at least, that you can use it for a Molotov. Oh darn! I planted that. It's gonna be just a bad crop. That's okay. Let's put the crop in here. But I'll hold on to some urine when we're at the nitrate and see if that can actually do anything. Does it actually is it now? I don't know. Are you joking? Is it actually used in making gunpowder? I actually have never. I know saltpeter is a big thing in. I've always heard saltpeter is a big thing in gunpowder. I actually never. I've never really looked too much into it. Exactly what makes gunpowder beyond that. Like I know a lot. Like basically the casing's brass, lead is obviously in the front, and the gunpowder has like different, basically different components, and certain certain things, certain ammunition can kind of get things that can dirty up weapons a bit. But like I haven't looked too much into the actual beyond kind of the basics of it. I always liked medieval history, so I could tell you like a bunch about like gambesons, like and kind of how they use like real coarse linen. That like unlike like linen like you think nowadays, they actually had it where you could it would kind of catch in it. It wasn't like the cloth armor wasn't so. It wasn't great, but it wasn't bad. Like it could actually you could still use it quite effectively if that's all you had. But normally you'd like have that under armor rather than something like mail, which mail is probably better. Mail would probably be better in some cases, but it's just going to be a little heavier because I think it's really Plate's not even so much the heavy part as it is mail in lots of cases. At least mail Holbergs were like really heavy. But plate was actually kind of, you could move around in some plate. Its heaviness is greatly over exaggerated. It's heavier, but not nearly as heavy as it's portrayed a lot of times. Well, it's funny. I've been lucky enough that in the past I've worked with I've known a lot of reenactors, like a lot of reenactors, like medieval battle reenactors and stuff like that. And so they often have told me stuff like little tips and tricks, and some that do like British reenactments, like for British and like naval reenactments. They had like this little, what's going on with Oscar? Are you okay? But British naval reenactments was they actually had like this special place they could go to. I don't remember what it was, but he mostly did like but mostly I knew a lot of I've been fortunate enough to know a lot of medieval reenactors. Okay, are we still getting? I don't know why I'm running around as Jared so much. I'm probably wearing them out. Mostly just overwatching everything as we're getting it all done. We should probably go to Barry and make sure he's doing what he needs to be doing as far as the traps. We have probably enough traps on that one side. We probably need to start working on our others as soon as he's done with these here. Zoom building. And also, I wonder how close we are to I wish I could see my progress bar. Normally you can see your progress bar. I don't know why there I couldn't. Probably like really high up for some reason. Zoom building. Oh, we're out of building materials. What materials are I wonder we're out of? I wonder if we're out of wood or if we're out of we can't be out of wood, I don't think. No, we got plenty of wood. It's gotta be metal. No, yeah, because this is a mine. It's gotta be metal. So we need to have them work back on metal. Make steel as much as possible. Oop. That's probably gonna. Whoop. Oh yeah, it counts as a fire. That's why. So that's gonna make more people kind of interested in attacking us. But it would kind of funny to just make like a big like a bathroom block somewhere in our base. We're a little bit running out of room for it, but we might try to find this like along the walls. So if they break through our walls, they'll have to wade through our bathrooms. We'll get them one way or another. It'll be like a floodgate. Except we're kind of downhill in this space. We kind of meet down in the center. So that's probably like a bad idea. That would roll back. If that was a feature in the game. If that was a feature in the game, it would roll back. Okay, they're kind of still doing the mining. We have plenty of wood, so we don't need to worry about that. So I can leave them both on mining. I haven't heard of any of our infected or possibly infected people growl ever. So I think we're all good. I think we just got really lucky. Because nobody's changed, really. Because at least so far, because I know someone was asking this, if the percentage just went up until they were infected. I think it goes based off of just a random, like it's a chance, like a kind of like an XCOM thing where it's just like it's a hit or miss. It's not something that's progressively increased. But I'm almost sure I've seen one go up higher. But I'm not sure what could have caused that one way or the other. But because most people have stayed at what they were for quite a while. I'm kind of surprised that actually the raiders have kind of left us alone for quite a while. Okay, let's have him do his trap. I've noticed that that door is not a big fan of us. Especially Oscar. It doesn't like Oscar. And Laura's still low morale. Which is hilarious to me because it's literally ever since we got her. She's been unplayable because their morale has been so low. Oh, that door thing might get on my nerves though. I really should have put it the other way around. Now I could like build something here to hold on. Maybe I'll change terrain real quick. Could build something there. Hold on, yeah, could build something there and then get rid of. Hold on, build like a. Put some wood chests. Hold on. Actually, I wonder if that levels it out just as is. That's actually extremely. That'd be a very interesting thing to find out. Okay, resume building. Merchant. Hopefully we can build this and test it out before too late. And help Oscar out because he is having some trouble. I know he's still having some trouble. I'll build another one just a little bit further out. This might be just a waste of wood. I don't think it... Oh, I can just hear his door opening and closing. Oscar's not a fan of the outdoors, is he? No, he's... I think you're in trouble, Oscar. It seems just to be him, though. Everyone else seems to have it okay. Oh, that's the stranger. We placed some traps in the area. Let's trade supplies. I want to see what they have. This is a new person. Ammo. We want ammo for sure. As much ammo as possible. Oh, there goes the door. Got a bunch again. Oh, well, eventually it does stop. Let's go with... Let's trade some supplies. It'd be also good to get into our group. Now we have way more money back in our hut, so let's go ahead and get that. Also, I'd like to be able to distribute pistols more commonly amongst the people who are good firearms in my community. But I don't think that's quite ready yet. Let's go with trade supplies. Oop. Oh. Let's go with the rest of those arrows. Oh, not arrows, the rest of those bullets. And I wish I could just buy the actual individual. I have to buy the whole pistol for 7 bullets, which is not a good deal. You know what, I'll do that and I'll sell them the guns back. I have more than enough guns, so unload. Unload. And you can take the pistols back because I have absolute dozens and dozens and dozens of them. I am not in need of more of those. I think we might be okay. I could try to get the rest of the resources from them. What's this person doing? Oh, it's another part of the trading party. Yeah, I could just scavenge off some pants off these people and take all. Oh, another shovel. That's what I was wanting for, if I can find it again. Ah, there we go. Shovel, and let's take crowbar, and let's take... Oh, camo jacket. We want that. Camo jacket will be useful. I don't have many of those left. Oh, we only have one. I don't think they'll care about me stealing from the raiders here. And if they do, then it was nice knowing them. Okay, yep, they're just noticing they're dead. Let's go. They don't have much money. What's up? Life goes on, okay. Where's the other one? Okay, here we go. Let's trade supplies. Oh my gosh, we must have sold them the veggie curry. My gosh, that was way too much to sell them. That's probably a huge part of our resources. 316 ounces? A veggie curry. We sold them that much? It's crazy. Let's sell them this extra pistol now. And then let's buy our veggie curry back. We can. Cook is backstabbing us by selling off our supplies. Like, watch how much I wonder if that affected our rations at all. Well, we still got plenty of rations, so maybe that's not too bad. But still, I'm not a fan of selling off that much. I'll just buy the barrels if I can. I just noticed just how great they are for storing stuff. Oh, oh yeah, if you're so Sato Pendragon, I hope I'm saying that right. If I'm not, I'm sorry about that. But so the reason why they're on that spot is two reasons. Pipe bomb, and we needed a place to put them. So it's a little bit of a twofold answer. Some of those bodies were there originally, and then we had a few extra bodies sitting around that we just coalesced there that we're eventually going to put over there. But I wanted to prevent zombies from eating them because they have stuff on them and they won't just go away naturally. So I put a bunch of bodies there so that if a zombie came around, I could be like, hey, back off my corpses with the shovel like that. But we're actually building a graveyard, which, I keep forgetting. We may even stop making some of those. We really need to finish this graveyard so that zombies can't eat all. Because graves are a form of storage, basically. Like, we got a bunch of bodies up here, too. So, dig. Grave. Oh, we don't have space in our backpack. We need to put that money up. It's probably taking a bunch of our stuff. Let's give it to, if we can find Jared, I want to give it to Jared. Because he can, carry the most stuff. Or actually, let's swap supplies. Give you the money. So you don't go selling stuff off for money. Alright, and then let's go with you to the merchant and buy that stuff. Trade supplies. You can tell you got it because you see the money. Can't believe you sold that much food to them. I forget your name. Oscar. I can't believe you sold that much food to them. That's ridiculous. That's a ridiculous amount of food they just gave away. A heavy amount of food too. I don't know how he was carrying around that much. Seriously, dude, you need to not do that with the food. We got a bunch of vegetable hill, but we don't have nearly as much veggie curry and other stuff. So we need to save as much as possible. Well, let's change to veggie stew for the people who like bland food in the game. Ooh, I heard he's infected. Where's Barry? I just heard he's infected. Oh, there's one just standing outside the door. I was worried there for a second. I was like, where is, like, who's infected? Okay, go for the legs, and then once... Now, also note that if you're going for the legs, you'll lower their chance of dodging their head. If their legs are working, their head's gonna, like, bob and weave out of... Because it doesn't actually matter if you physically hit it. It's kind of, think Morrowind, if you've ever played Morrowind, where you can hit them, and it's not like a... It's not whether you hit them or not. It's like a chance-based thing of whether you do. At least... Oh, eulogy. I need to eulogize these guys. I don't know what I need for a eulogy. Apparently I need something to eulogize them. He goes so like a mile away to go, rather you... He's like, hey, I'm giving the eulogy over here. Rather you than me. He really didn't like that guy, did he? He decided to run all across the map, or way away, and just shout at him. I don't... Hopefully that wasn't too loud for you guys. Oh, is he gonna do it again? Oh, Barry, you special man. Yep, rather you than me again. Don't worry, Barry. Don't let anyone tell you. Don't let anyone tell you different. This is how you want to eulogize people. That's okay. Another eulogy. Up, there we go. No idea why he decides to do that. Run all the way back. Is it like a luck thing? Is it like it's like what if it was bad luck or something? I said roll the trapper too because that's really pretty much what he's been doing. Anyone else need a eulogy? Nope. We're good. We're all good here. Yeah, I'm gonna just. I wish I could set more than one grave at a time. That's the only thing is you like unlike traps, you can only. Oh, okay. Oh, he doesn't have space in his backpack. I think we'll do okay without having all the food. Even if we sold them that large amount of food, because we just have so much food, I think we're okay. So I'm not gonna be too. Oh no! I just took all. Oh boy, I'm gonna have to put all this stuff back. Let's wear that. I'm a bigger fan of the camouflage for Barry since he goes out so much. Let's throw these bottles. And I think he has something else that's weighing him down too. I wish you could reload from the inventory screen. I guess that would be kind of... It could mess up the game because then you could just always pause, reload from that screen. And so I guess it would be kind of hard to balance. Oh, that's seeds. We don't want to put seeds in there. We'll put some bandages, however, in there. And I think that might be enough. Yeah, that should be enough room to start digging more graves. But yeah, if you want to know why the giant pile there is there, that's definitely it. Let's go up here. Now it's kind of funny that I decided to leave them on that side rather than the side of building the graves, but that's kind of where most of them were, so I guess I just saved time initially by doing that. I'm going to probably just start digging graves pretty much dedicatedly and not worry so much about these traps. Oh, he's sleeping. There we go. Oh, no, he must be really sleep deprived. Yep, all of not one bar yet. Nope, he's kind of refusing to do anything but sleep. And I think our mine might be closer to having the right supplies. Let's switch to Reagan real quick. There we we go. Now, I build these boxes mostly just to try to see if I can even out the terrain. Hasn't seemed to have worked, but I'll leave them there just in case they did something. Because it doesn't seem like it gets stuck there as much. Well, they're continuing to make that. Let's go to Laura still with her low morale. Let's go back to Barry. Oh, he needs water? No, he's not that thirsty. Kind of thirsty, but not thirsty enough for me to let him do his thing yet. I might need to grab body by body. Oop. Because it might end up sending like an extremely making a giant valley if I try to do it otherwise. Let's put that there. Why is I have him on farming, don't I? By accident. I think I set him on farming. Stop roll farmer, yep. Bad idea for him to be farming. He's bad at farming. Enter guard, set roll guard. There we go. Okay, Barry, we're going to need you to keep building graves. I don't think we're ever going to actually outpace grave per raider at this point. Also, we had so many enemies because the looter communities thought we were in there. Like, since we took this from a looter community, pretty much chat and me have like a running theory as far as what it is, and that it's that the buildings inside the base were technically still raider. So they are still looter, so they were really determined on. Okay, he's gonna get closer. Oh, didn't mean to shoot more than once. Oh, I guess I had to shoot more than once for each one of those. They actually have a lot more durable heads than I remember. I always thought the red were slightly like less health, and the blue were slightly more like the blue had a little more health, the red was a little more just damage. But I think that's actually incorrect. I think it's actually that I'm gonna use some of the shotgun ammo because it's not as long range as my assault rifle, and it can do a spread. Is there more than one? Or is it just the one? If it's just the one, I'll try and knife him. Something that is useful if you have a good fitness score and hand-to-hand score. I think it's fitness for actual assassination, though. There you go. Not entirely sure though. Oh, is this a new person? No, maybe not. Well, either way, I'll take their shotgun. Oh, and probably the backpack too. Backpacks and, well, we don't have enough room for their backpack, but we'll run back. Probably just put the backpack and gun in our armory. But yeah, the running theory we have is the looter community was trying to fill the void of the other one, and so it just caused this endless stream. Highly recommend it for fun, like to see those particular ones for just the fun of seeing some crazy fireworks and just endless attacks, but not much got done in the civilization building episode of those. By that I mean is like we did a lot more fights than we did building in that episode. So if you want to see fighting, that'll be one that's a pretty good one for fighting. Let's throw a shovel in here too, because then whoever can get the other one, there we go. But we might even probably time to do one more thing real quick. We'll dig one more. Well, actually, we'll do our last eulogies, and then we'll probably call it for today. But we'll let Barry do some of his unique eulogizing. Oh, did you not build it? Okay, let's let him run out here and shout out loud how much he'd rather him than them, or rather them than him. If that makes sense. Well, you'll see. Oh, no, he said something special this time. Try to threaten Reagan and end up making yourself look foolish. Rather you than me. Okay, he finished off like his signature thing, but that was interesting. He seemed to take offense to that, to that person's particular attack on Reagan. But yeah, they can say all kinds of neat things when they're eulogizing. It's very different based off of whether it's like an enemy or if it's a friend. And you could even be like a kind of heartless, even if they're a friend. If they were a friend they didn't like, you can actually get. And I haven't actually had it happen on my stream yet. But you can actually have a fist fight between like two community members, and they can just start like absolutely going after each other. Let's do your last. Oh, he's willing to stand here for that, rather than me. Okay, so this is our little graveyard. We got one more. Just pick them up, drop them over here. We're gonna need a special graveyard for our guys, though, if any of them die. But luckily, we haven't had that happen yet. We still have a pile over there to deal with. So I'm gonna get back to the house, and I'm gonna do a quick save. And thanks for watching, by the way, guys. It was this episode's been fun to make. We got some construction done, got all kinds of stuff done. Had a fun little discussion on the properties of bathrooms and our bathroom cabbage. Oh, if you haven't seen the earlier streams, that's pretty much cabbage has been in like bathrooms in our base for pretty much as long as we've had the base. Bathroom, wood, and cabbages have been pretty much the two things we've had in there. And one, like how toilet paper is there in rolls, they have like one of these bathrooms. We actually have chicken wire. So I like to think that they've got nothing better than chicken wire to use as toilet paper. You got a choice. You got chicken wire, which is in a roll like toilet paper, or cabbage leaves, or wood. It's like your three options. That's what you got, and it's just overflowing because nobody empties it. Man, that sounds like horror show right there. You know, let's not even pay attention to the zombies. But thanks for watching. You guys have a good one. It's been fun. See you guys later. Bye.